put some respect on this man's name. Put some respect on director Shinomiya Isao. You put respect on his name. I knew Kaiju number 9 wasn't dead. I knew he wasn't dead. I knew it. He was after the director this whole time to take back the Kaiju number 2's weapon that he has. Take back that power. Listen, put some respect on this man's name. Okay? Put some respect on this man's name. Earlier than I thought. Earlier than I thought. 10 out of 10 episode. 10 out of 10. Earlier than I thought. In no way, shape, or form did I expect the director to be scrapping like this so early on. Look at this man. He reminds me of Alphon's father from Brotherhood here, from an Brotherhood here, but even so, you put some respect on this man's name. Thinking about his wife. He even said in this episode that he's weaker than he was when he stood by her side. And that's to be expected because old age, years have gone by and he's the director now. It's not really on the front lines anymore. Okay? That's to be expected. That didn't surprise me at all when he said that line. But I mean, this whole episode. Look at this. This whole episode. Listen. He went down like a legend. You understand what I'm saying? He went down like a legend. Okay? I was not expecting that to happen this episode. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this at all. I mean, he put everything he had into defeating number 9. Everything. Literally everything. Look at this shot. Look at this shot. Everything he had. You gotta respect it. You got to respect it. And I'm an anime only viewer, so I did not know this was going to happen. I eventually thought that maybe the director would have to get into a fight with the big bad guy at some point, but that's usually not until like later in the series. And I was hoping that number 9, I didn't want him to be like the continuous bad dude that continuously comes back on some like Naraku, Inuyasha type stuff. But this proved me wrong. This proved me wrong. God damn, man. It was good. One thing I do want to point out is that Captain Narumi caught up to Kaiju 8. He caught up to Kefka, right? He caught up to him. Maybe because Kefka wasn't running as fast as he could have been or whatever the case, but Captain Narumi caught up to Kefka. I just wanted to point that out. I wanted to point out the fact that he caught up to him. And I thought that the captain was further away than Kefka was, but he caught up to him. That's beside the point. I don't want to take away from the star of this episode, which is the director. I don't want to take away from the star of this episode, but I just wanted to point that out, that I noticed that. And then the inevitable. God damn, man. God damn. Now, we thought when we first got introduced to the director, we thought dude was like an asshole that, you know, neglected his daughter, so on and so forth. And to some degree, that may be true. Right? But when they showed the scenes of him having flashbacks, of him thinking back to his daughter, his wife, reminiscing, thinking that he could have done better as a father and so on, I knew he was gonna die here. I just knew he was gonna die here. He put everything he had into this last blast here. This last attack. Look at this shot. Oh, come on. Everything he had into this last blast here. Everything. And if he was a kaiju, it would have worked. But then he ended up getting absorbed, fused, swallowed whole, however you want to call it. And now 9, who was already stronger. Again, I don't know if it's because this is his real body and those other 2 were just clones of him. But this real body now has fused with the director. And now has Kaiju 2's abilities as well. Ain't that a bitch? So then we get this shot here to where they seemingly can't do anything to him anymore. He's too powerful now. Kaiju number 9 is too powerful now. God damn it. He's too powerful now. Naomi figured it out. Well, he didn't. He figured it out later on that when Kaiju number 9 says he's going to kill Kaiju number 8 and take back the Kaiju or whatever he said, what he didn't understand was the fact that he said take back, as in they've had it before. They've never had Kaiju number 8's powers and abilities before, to my knowledge. That was the key thing that Captain Naomi, you know, latched onto and didn't quite understand. Now, obviously, they didn't make it to the director in time, and the aftermath is what we saw. Now, he's too powerful for even Captain Naomi and Kefka, Kaiju number 8. Look at this. Too powerful now. 10 out of 10 episode. It's 10 out of 10 episode because the star of the show was Isao, the director Shinomiya. I mean, I'm at a loss for words right now. I enjoyed this episode. This was a 10 out of 10 for me. I enjoyed this. It went by so fast. So fast, and that's how you know it was so good. It was so good. And I was a bit heartbroken that afterwards, seeing that, you know, he lost, that he died. Now, I suppose they could unfuse him or beat up Kaiju number 9 and he like falls out of his stomach or some shit like that. I suppose that's a possibility, but as of now, he is gone. So who the new director will be, who knows? But this was a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 episode for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. You put some respect on director Shinomiya's name. Keep on keeping on.